Hello everybody and welcome back to Madden 24 franchise. Today we have week number 2 where we are playing the Denver Broncos. Let's start off with some let's take a look at some of the upgrades we got. We got one of our big receivers here, Curtis Samuel. Not a superstar or star development in general, but he is good, and we'll just do the rest of them right there with the triangle button. But it's time to play week 2 against the Denver Broncos, who are 1-0. Take a look at this. This is one of the cool things I've seen. Is this new feed? Is the new news space? And right now, the Broncos put out a pretty good video of Empower Field at Mile High. Take a look at some of our results from week number 1. Lions lose 21-9. Panthers 31-14 loss to the Falcons. Texans lose by 7 to the Ravens. The Bengals beat the Browns by 7. Jacksonville won. Minnesota won. New Orleans lost. San Francisco beat Cincinnati. Arizona obviously beat us. You can see more of the details and more of the results. New England demolished. And there we go. So, as always, and throughout today's gameplay as well, like last week's, I will not be talking during the game. So everybody, once we get into the game, my mic will be muted. Let's see what uniforms we're gonna make the Broncos play today. Yeah, let's go those ones. Do our... I'll just rock our own road. Alright, this is it for me. See you guys at the end when we talk stats and
it's the
results.
National Football League on EA Sports. And up next, we've got Antonio Gibson. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Blues and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Blues of Canton taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1. Meanwhile, for the visitors from Canton, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And bringing them out, the former Tar Heel, second-year pro, Sam Howell.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 24 carries, 122 yardage-wise, and a score as well.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Flush to his right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. Right at the 50-yard line. A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 19 carries, 71 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and as a result, possession switches hands. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5. Gibson again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football.
believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Howell throwing on third down here. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Sly able to put this one through, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will find his man, Sutton. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Wilson. The left side complete to Troutman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great 6th sense, maybe even a 7th and 8th. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me,
and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. Once more, Gibson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Williams to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Cody Barton there to bring him down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running.
They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And here's a give to Gibson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A handoff for Gibson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They'll run with Gibson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now throwing on 1st down here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Howell. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground with Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 154 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Gibson. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Howell down to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel. As the 1st half is winding down. And the Blues have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll He'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles.
So here's what I thought of the first half. I thought we played well. But as we get a look at the halftime scores here, this is a quick halftime look about the league. You see the scores that will pop up on the screen. I will be talking, but I thought we played well that first half. We definitely had some points where we looked bad. I think we're going to give Brissett the start for the second half. I'm not sure though, obviously, but maybe I'll give Howell another drive or two. But this one's going to be close. But as we finish up the halftime show, again, score Canton 10. Denver 7 at that break. I'll see you guys at the end of the game to talk more about today's game.
This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Wilson will throw again. Buying time to his left. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has it up for the first. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Now it's Crowder. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 165 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Howell running right on the option. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Blues.
A carry for Gibson. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Gibson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. They'll run with Gibson. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Blues have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've had to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Wilson. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
A 1st down there for Sutton, and he had over 800 yards for Denver last season. Productive, tall target. The Broncos going to make sure they hang on to despite increased trade interest.
Now Wilson on 1st down. This will be caught. Judy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now we give up the middle to Williams. A strong running. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Wilson. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. They'll wind up getting just a yard out.
I'm gonna pop in real quick. It's just like, wow, how low scoring this game has been today. So I'll hop back out and see you at the end of the game.
Had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On third down, here's Williams. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Of course, right as they say that, Javonte Williams goes for a touchdown.
Javonte Williams with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Canton offense takes over once again. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Gibson again. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And Howe will throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation and taking care. Paramount, he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have the job as long as you're not running this league, don't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second down throw for Howell. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down at 7. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are, looking at 2-0 right now. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done.
Broncos 27. Canton 17.
Let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to,
Here's
but
where
they'll
it
take
is
it.
to return for loss.
So for Denver, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile for Canton, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
So that's the game. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.